Hey guys, welcome to Nifty World. Now today in our Movers and Shakers video, I'm obviously sporting my BAYC hoodie today from 8Fest because there is some big BAYC news that we're going to be covering today. Yes, we're talking about the VMAs, but we've also got some other BAYC news which I think will give you guys some inspiration when it comes to utilizing the commercial rights of your NFT. But before all of that, we're going to be running through how massive brands in the NFT space have really upped the game and maximized on their opportunity for making extra revenue through NFTs. And you know what? It's made an awful lot of money. Let's dive right in. So our big first story of the day is all about how iconic brands are making a massive additional revenue by using NFTs. And we're seeing this with Nike, with Gucci, and many, many more. And the whopping amount is absolutely huge. So $260 million alone on top of their usual Web2 revenue with NFT sales. So these are major brands who have maximized on how to interact with their customers, okay? And this is using the Web3 capabilities that we are finding ourselves in. And actually, you know what? It's really interesting to see if we go down to June analytics here and just exactly what these sales totals are doing. You can see Nike is leading the pack with a total NFT revenue. This is secondary and primary sales of over $185 million. Okay, so that is way beyond what we'd ever expect from anything else. Now, surprising to me, because I haven't heard much about them, is Dolce & Gabbana, and they're coming in a hot second behind Nike. But then you see those usual suspects here, the ones that we've been seeing grafting along. And you know what? In only 74 transactions, Tiffany's, and this is down to that CryptoPunk story which I talked about the other week, have amassed a whopping $12 million of total NFT revenue as well. Hot on its heels, in fact, should I say, is Gucci with 11 million, and then Adidas with $10 million as well. So you can really see these aren't small brands. These are massive names that are making big moves in the space. And these are essentially iconic brands that are making their stake in the ground about this. So, you know, this is the inspiration you might need. This is where we see brands amassing a whopping amount of money because they are thinking differently. They're using the Web3 space to really counteract how they feel about generating revenue and really benefiting their own communities in new, exciting and innovative ways. So take inspiration, guys. It's a good roundup of a very high figure of numbers and something definitely worth taking a look at. Well, in case you've been hiding under a rock, yes, you will have known that Snoop Dogg and Eminem were, of course, going to be performing in a metaverse-style concert at the VMAs, and this happened, and boy, did it make a splash. We weren't sure quite what to expect from it, but we knew it was going to be something pretty exciting, and boy, were we blown away by this. So if we see what they were doing in this particular performance, we saw them live. It didn't look like very much, and then suddenly they jump into this time warp and become their, well, I wouldn't say they're voxel figures, but they're certainly their metaverse figures. And then they even transform into their BAYC counterparts themselves, which is amazing to see. Beyond all of that, we're seeing them perform not just in a random virtual setting, but as it becomes clear, they're in the other side metaverse. And this is the thing, if you were not sure about what the impact Yuga Labs had or how bullish you should be on things like the other side, I think having celebrities like this who from the very, very early days of the BAYC have been really, really behind this project, you'll see now that actually this is quite historic. This is quite groundbreaking. This is something that I think, you know, a lot of us need to take note in. We saw coders in this. We saw, you know, we see them here outside the actual Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is quite incredible. And then we see them flying in the spaceship that we saw that promoted the other side land. And then as they come back into their real selves, we see them surrounded by BAYC and also their very own other side pieces of land. So you can see the mushroom piece of land and other bits of land that you can see there. This is all just getting this idea, this concept, this metaverse into a much more commercial space. And we need influencers like Eminem and Snoop Dogg. I'm not talking about your shill influencers here. I am talking about really big people behind this, like Paris Hilton talking on Jimmy Fallon. You know, this is what's getting the brand of BAYC and the other side out there to the masses. A really, really exciting time for all of us that are wallet holders of either the other side land or the BAYC or the MAYC, and something that I think all of us can be really proud of, because a year or so ago, this wasn't even anywhere in our existence. Oh, hello, you've just caught me on another NFT break. Well, whilst I've got you here, I just wanted to let you know that we're really pleased to say that we've partnered with the Tezos ecosystem for this video. Tezos is the blockchain that you can build, play, and collect on, and its ecosystem is home to developers, creators, and innovators from all around the world. It's also super environmentally friendly, with an average energy footprint of just 17 global citizens. Now, knowing that, along with low gas fees and sustainability through innovation, you can rest assured that this is a green, clean blockchain. And don't just take my word for it. Some of the world's biggest brands are building their futures on Tezos, including Ubisoft, the New York Mets, Red Bull Racing, McLaren F1, and even Manchester United. So a huge thanks to the Tezos ecosystem for partnering with us on this video, and if you want to find out more about the Tezos blockchain, then make sure you check out all of the links in our description box below. But for now, let's get back to business. Well, I promised you M&M again, but I'm not talking about the rapper M&M. I'm talking about the chocolates M&Ms. Yes, these Bored Apes will melt in your mouth as M&M's releases NFT-inspired candy. Now, this is a really, really interesting story. And again, this is something that I think as an NFT wallet holder, you can really think about in a different way in terms of using your commercial rights of your own NFTs. So the way that this has worked is that Mars is releasing limited edition M&M's candy. So Mars is obviously the manufacturer behind M&M's. It's going to feature Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT imagery on it. And the reason why this is happening is because they have struck a deal with Universal Music Group's 10:22 p.m. label, which actually set up the first metaverse band called the Kingship, who are essentially the management behind this Bored Ape Yacht Club inspired. So there's 4 Bored Ape Yacht Club characters who are creating a Gorillaz style band. They've got their own personalities. They're going to be doing performances in the metaverse. And this again is bringing you from the Web 2 world of actual real life, in real life candy, all the way across into the world of the metaverse. And if you haven't seen this before, there's loads of information on them, but this is the band itself. This is the metaverse. They feature rare golden furs and blue beam apes, so you can see how they are going to look. We've even got a mutant in there as well. And this is just, you know, we're tipping on the edge of what this Web3 world is going to be doing for us, how we're going to be utilizing that crossover between NFTs into the metaverse, and how you can utilize those commercial rights. I think it's a really fun way that we can really look at how, certain brands like Mars are going to be using their products and really incorporating that in NFTs and beyond. So there you go. That's this week's roundup. And you know what? It looks all pretty much as sweet as candy. And then we have it, 3 huge stories coming from the NFT space. Some that you can apply straight away right now. That M&M's story is going to be something that I think that you can definitely utilize and think about your own commercial rights when it comes to your NFTs. But also the VMAs, what a groundbreaking, historic moment for the world of NFTs. And of course the metaverse as well, trailblazed by Yuga Labs and the Bored Ape Yacht community. And also, you know, when we're seeing brands step into the space, making as much money as that in the millions and millions of dollars, you've got to see that we're doing something right in Web3. This isn't just a fad that's going to be going away. Big brands are definitely here to stay. So if you want any more help, want to be inspired by any more stories in the NFT space and also the Web3 space just in general, then make sure you check out videos like these. They're here to help you really maximize on your understanding of what's going on in Web3 and beyond. So until next time, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you then.